Hello, hello, hello. I hope that you are well. I hope that you're happy. Hopefully you're happy because a lot of people are not happy. A lot of people are very upset that Bad Bunny Benito is headlining the Super Bowl this Sunday, February 8th. He's headlining the Super Bowl halftime show, and people are pissed. People are furious. They said, "What is this immigrant doing on our stage here in America?" And this is not the first time. This is not the first time that they've been upset that a foreigner is singing, and this is not the first time that they've called a Puerto Rican a foreigner. Okay, this happened once before. First of all, let's just acknowledge this is a very silly thing to be upset about. What are you actually upset about? Because the lyrics are not in English. They're saying, "Oh, he's singing in Spanish. I don't want to hear him sing in Spanish. Speak English. This is America. Why are you singing in Spanish? I can't understand it." That's their problem. I can't understand the Spanish. You could just put the subtitles on. It's 2026. We have smart TVs. TVs are smarter than most people now. A lot of people that are bitching about the Super Bowl, your TV is smarter than you. You could just put on subtitles and it'll translate the Spanish lyrics to English lyrics. And I will say this, all you people who are mad that Bad Bunny is headlining the Super Bowl halftime show and you're upset that you can't understand what he's saying in his songs, if you knew what he was saying, you'd be a lot happier. You'd be a lot happier that he was headlining. God forbid you just listen to another culture for 15 minutes. This isn't an hour-long concert. This isn't 3 hours long. This is longer than a lot of you can last during sex. This is 15 minutes. All you got to do is just put the subtitles on, and it'll tell you what he's saying. Well, I don't want to do that. I'm just not doing it. Last time this happened was 2013. This was before Bad Bunny entered the scene, all right? 2013 MLB All-Star Game. The MLB picked Mark Anthony to sing the national anthem. Another win for Puerto Rico. How beautiful. Puerto Rican man up there singing the national anthem. He sang God Bless America. He sang God Bless America, and all these white people threw a fit. What is this foreigner doing singing God Bless America? Mark Anthony was born and raised in New York City. He's like, it don't get more New Yorker than me. What? This guy was born and raised in New York. This is one of the greatest cities in America. Mark Anthony singing God Bless America. If anything, us Latinos, we should be mad at him. We should have been the ones that were mad. So in response to Bad Bunny performing for the Super Bowl halftime show, Turning Point has decided. They said, "Well, listen, Bad Bunny's trying to divide us." That's how they feel about Bad Bunny. That he gets up there and he says divisive things. He's trying to divide us as a country, as a people. He's trying to divide this nation. So in response, we're gonna go over here and do our own thing. That's being divisive. You're the ones being divisive. What are you talking about? We're not gonna let him divide us. We're gonna do the divide ourselves. Let me tell you something. If you have to go against the NFL is the most American sport out there. They call it American football because it's only in America. So if you're going to look at the NFL and say that what they're doing is not American, I think you're wrong. What does that tell you? Also, I can't believe we still have to say this in 2026. Puerto Rico's part of America. Puerto Rico is part of America. Idiot. I gotta say, recently it's been tough. Being Puerto Rican, it's been tough because you gotta fight the Turning Point whites and you gotta fight the tax break whites. The whites who have ventured on down to Puerto Rico to live down there for tax breaks, gentrifying the economy. How do you say tax break? Hey Siri, how do you say tax break in Spanish? She said gringo. That's how you say it in Spanish. I will say not all white people are bad though. Some white people are very cool. And I like white people that show us love. White people that come up to me and they go, "Bro, I've been to Puerto Rico. I love Puerto Rico. Dude, I love Puerto Rico." I get that all the time. I get it so much that I tell people, "Oh, I'm Arab." My friend told me, he's like, "Man, I just came from Rincon. I had a great time. I was out there surfing in Rincon. I had a great time surfing in Rincon." I said, "What the fuck is Rincon?" He said, "Rincon, that town in Puerto Rico." I said, "Oh, Rincon? Rincon?" But he didn't know no better. That's how white of an experience he had down there. Is that he didn't even know what the town was called. I said, you need to interact with more Puerto Ricans next time you go to Puerto Rico. There ain't no way you called it Rincon that whole damn trip. You were down there for 2 weeks calling it Rincon. Some white people marry into the culture. They marry into a Puerto Rican family, and I love that. My favorite thing to see when white people marry into Puerto Rican culture, my favorite thing to see is how their tone changes and how their attitude changes when they slam the domino on the table. That's one of my favorite things to see. The first year a white guy marries into a Puerto Rican family, he goes, "Oh, dominoes. Oh, I think I won, guys. I'm not sure. Good game." By year 5, gane. Yo gane con cojones. Huele bicho. Like I love to see that they accept the culture, and we welcome you. All you good white people out there who fuck with Puerto Rican culture. I loved the VT Dalmas photos. I loved it. Made me cry too, brother. Made me cry too. You guys are welcome into our community, okay? You're welcome. You can have as much coquito as you want, as much patel as if you want. You know, all jokes aside, I really don't get it. People are so upset that a Puerto Rican artist is performing for the Super Bowl, speaking in Spanish. Are you like afraid of Spanish? Bienvenidos. Ay, ay. I hope he does that whole performance in Spanish. I hope he doesn't break to speak in English. Because Spanish is a very beautiful language. There's no reason for you to be mad that Bad Bunny's going to perform in Spanish. There's no real reason for that. Okay? It's beautiful. It's romantic. It's sexy. Spanish is a very sexy language. Okay? We roll the R's. That's so sexy. Que rica. Que rica, mami. Wow. I think you just wish you could do that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're just jealous that you can't go. But if you were to practice at home, you would be good at it, and then you could speak Spanish with us. You practice rolling your R's. You practice learning Spanish a little bit. Next thing you know, you unbutton your shirt a little bit more. One of my white guy friends, Connor, always unbuttons his shirt, but he's taken so many shots of tequila at Mexican gatherings that he's allowed to do that. You've earned your pass, white boy. They gave you the pass. Take your shirt off at the quinceañera. You've had enough Pueblo Viejo in you that you're approved. Also, don't be so mad that Bad Bunny is going to be singing in Spanish, because let me tell you something. You don't want that man to sing in English. Be grateful that he's singing in Spanish. It sounds so much better in Spanish. If I had to guess which of the songs he's going to sing, I'd make my list. But the song I really want to hear Benito sing at the Super Bowl halftime show, I want to hear him sing Vuelve Candy B. That first line of Vuelve Candy B is fire. Yo sé caro, todo mundo me quiere, cabrón. Yo soy como un Frenchie. Okay? Todo mundo me quiere. Means everybody loves me. That means everybody loves me, so you being a hater. Okay? Who hates on a Frenchie? You hating Frenchies? You're the evil one if you hate Frenchies. Damn, I can't wait for this man to perform.